day my art is a clear mind. Tonight I craft thinks into breaths, contradictions as currency, wealth of deep, honest reflection. I've been the candle of your daily vitriol, the warm glowing heart of your inflexible rituals shrinking. From consumption of my root, I grow smaller but still give life. And if I burn you, snuff me, I've been your fireplace, keeping you warm, killing you slowly. I don't mean to be insidious. This poetry just creeps into all my unexamined gaps. There are plenty of sensual whispers stuck in the mud, plenty of rubies in my dreariest rough. What am I looking for, if not the best of me? And where would he be, besides waiting patiently? I'll meet him there, heart on my sleeves, change on my fingertips, time's soft laugh in my nerves. Somehow I still haven't figured out she is not cool. I don't coddle my truths because I'm too scared to know them. I nurtured them by movement, so unsparingly, they've grown into night walkers. Through darkness's expanse, they roam too far to sacrifice their ands for my butts. So I grind those out under my shoe with the rest of my tired disclaimers, burnt out caveats.
Thank you all for being here tonight and for making space for Black creativity, for community, and stories of the process. At WBTH, we believe that art is not just about the polished final work. It's about the act of creating and the community that surrounds the process. That's why sponsoring and supporting this reading and partnering with Chloe felt important to us. We want to live spaces where Black artists can share honestly, before perfection, and where the audience can witness raw pulse creativity. This evening is exactly that. A chance to gather, to celebrate, and to see work in motion. It's about witnessing the becoming, not just the product. And in doing so, we affirm our own values. That art flourishes when it is shared, and that creativity is strong when it is nurtured together. Together, we are joined by incredible artists who embody the spirit. First, there's Genesis, whose poetry is wise, methodical, and sharp. She knows how to build words with attention, shaping language into something that is instructive, challenging, and also heals. Then we have Sue Williams, an artist in every sense of the word. Sue is constantly raising the bar of what it means to be a creative, using their artistry as a safe space for difficult conversation and for honest, hard truths. And lastly, and of course, we have to give our kudos and our love and our heart to the collective owner, Henry Alexander. Henry Alexander is the exact reason as to why we gathered. So I just have to give that compliment absolutely. Henry Alexander is one of those examples. Henry is not just an artist, he is a visionary. His work reminds us of our Please take this as an invitation to keep gathering, to keep showing up, and to keep being a part of what we are building. Red and Black at the House is so honored and privileged and thankful to be partnering with such an amazing group of artists. And I really do hope that you get to enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
Hey y'all. Thank you everyone who is here tonight, both virtually and in person. Truly, all of our presence here is something to celebrate, and that's what we're here to do to the best of our ability. So, on that note, I'm going to do my best to remember everything I need to say to you all now, because as y'all may have noticed, this doesn't run quite like a traditional poetry reading. We don't have an MC tonight. We have a lot of kind of cold opens and things transitions into what we're doing. That's because the idea here is storytelling. The idea is inviting community into the process, into the craft as it's becoming. So the book that the series will be a part of is not done, but we're here tonight to celebrate along the way. So I'm incredibly grateful for all of you who are here to do that with me, and I'm speechlessly grateful for my fellow performers and my homies and my friends who have been on this journey with me, without whom this would not be, could not be. They've shown patience, they've stuck with me, they've shown just an incredible amount of dedication and grace, and artistry, truly. So I hope you enjoy them. I hope you enjoy this series. The ones that I read will be available on my Substack later, so you can ask me for my Instagram later, and I'll keep you updated with that. But beyond that, we're just gonna roll right along. Let me think if there's anything else I wanted to say. Thank y'all so much for rolling with us on our delays and late. Everything is set up now, we're good to go. I think we're good. Yeah. So we're gonna get started. Please, we're gonna rejoin my book's main character for what I would call a post-shame walk through his neighborhood. Since essentially the premise of my book is that the main character invites his shadows from because the way that these negative emotions, these more obscure emotions like shame, like sorrow, the way that they're protecting him isn't working. So he says, "Come over. We're gonna rewrite the agreements. We're gonna redo them." So this series that I'm reading now takes place immediately after his agreements with shame are rewritten. So this is meant to be kind of a breath of fresh air, a surrender before grief shows up as the heart comes in, and we have to do the real work. So I'm going to read this series. Later on, I'm going to do the heart. In between, the homies are going to do their thing and blow you away. And there's going to be a couple of intermissions. You good? Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you, Timothy, as well. And let's go. All right. The heathen king. There's news from the cloud linings. They polished their silver just for freed their waters so we could dream inside together. My name, my permission, within our storms, all there is to listen. I have never written a poem I did not read. I don't let a minute's rest pass by without thanks. I don't wish you ill. I just withhold for me and mine. My worries don't build up without release. My spirit of time is not cruel to me. I have never written a poem I did not need. The Anymore Part 2. I don't coddle my truths because I'm too scared to know them. I don't feel something and immediately replace it with shame for feeling anything anymore. Time said, you finally learned, and she let me go. I'm not stuck in my own belt loop, swaying my hips through downward spirals anymore. Now I reach, and I reach for you. The Tree Line Salute. I know mine by what holds on to me. I know trust by changing leaves. I know my home by rooted elders lining streets. Down that sidewalk, 6 friends harmonizing. As I walk by each one, I bow my head, beat my chest 3 times, say thank you for being here, for making air smell like soft, touching rain, tasting sweet, like thoughtfulness of whispers, gentleness of mine. In return, each friend tells me about a me I haven't met awake, like a king who listens to clouds and dreams collectively. Death by 1,000 wishes, by 200 risks not taken. Death by dreams coming true, coveting improper expectations. Death by sensing less. Death from keeping what's not meant for kept. It's not the keeps stirring me. It's not what I'll take with me. It's what I can't leave behind.
Hi, how's everyone doing tonight? Nice to see your beautiful faces. My name is Genesis. I'm excited to be here with y'all tonight and thank you for choosing to spend your Friday night with us. Definitely humbling, just honored to be your friends. And I want to speak a little bit about the process of Just Like This. I love that Henry really emphasized the process that it takes to create something, to gather, to really collaborate. And I get very perfectionist, so it takes a lot to let go, but I've been learning to, trust that it comes together, to trust myself that, I know what I'm doing. It does not always feel like that. But yeah, I feel like even just looking through my past writings in the past year, I feel like I've gone through a lot of emotions, but a lot of grief, and love at the same time. And I know, I hope you can really trace that process throughout this writing. Yeah, and I pulled in quotes and bits and pieces, songs that I've written from a couple of years ago that really just was like, wow, it's kind of really here. But yeah, thank you. A lot of people refuse to do things because they don't want to go naked, don't want to go without guarantee. That's what's gotta happen. You go naked until you die. That's the way it goes down. If you don't want to play, you're not forced to. You can quit. If you're not going to quit, play. You gotta do one or the other, and it's gotta be your choice. You've gotta make up your own mind. I made up my mind. If you're going to play, play all the way. You're gonna sweat, you're gonna get hit, you're gonna fall down, and you're gonna be wrong. Probably 9 times out of 10 you're going to be wrong, but it's the 10th time that counts. Because when you come up right beautifully. Nikki Giovanni. Body of water. What is my genesis and where do I end? I stand at the shore again. Slow waves rush across my feet. The current is strong. Sometimes I wonder about the version of me that followed the sea. How many ships does she wreck? How many times does she run? What damage does she leave in her wake? Maybe she drowns in her own ego. If I make it to the other side, will the sands reveal my past? Will the stones fall where they lay, or will they beat against my back? I'm reckoning with my mirrors. Who do I really see? I stare out into the water, watching sunlight dance across the surface as the morning breeze pushes the current north. Willows, Douglas trees, Douglas firs, big leaf maples, and other species of trees all surround the lake, coloring it a murky green. I look at the trees' reflection in the water. I wondered if the trees could see it too, how they bob up and down each ripple, how blurry they look at their base as they get more defined at the tip, as they get further away from the bank. Do they mind this reflection? Do they mind the lake, how it claims their color as its own? If I could take any form, I would dissolve into nothing. I would strip every layer of muscle and tissue from my bones like a weary traveler taking off her garments to get it right, to get a good night's rest. I would flow out of my body. I grind my teeth endlessly until they turn into white knobs, hold my jaw in place, locking the words in. Because maybe if I can't speak anymore, I wouldn't need to. I square my shoulders tight, cave in my chest, pull in my diaphragm. My breath is not hosted well in this house. I've been standing on this ledge for some time now. My feet slowly creeping closer to the edge. I take a breath in between falling and breaking. Pain sits in my bones like marrow. Grief and despair eat away at me like maggots. I wonder how long this sorrow will take. It's becoming increasingly taxing on my body to hold fast to myself against everything that is trying to rip me apart. It's not enough that I rip open or plead. Octavia Butler said, there is no end to what a living world demands of you. So what can I do when the world demands that I must disappear too? In honor of spider season, this one's called Spider. You weep and heave about sorrows unexplainable while I web and weave your tales, tangled inextricably. I spit with my spinneret like the pen you wield. I'm a spinster that spins stories for a living or not. A trickster lacing my snare, trapping my prey into their destiny. So tell me, what is your desire? My heart. I didn't know that it was possible to have more than one heart beating inside one chest. There is an echo I feel, my heart catching up to yours. It breaks when you breathe and sings when you smile. It no longer can tell you itself apart from you. You are my heart in human form. And you remember that day in April we blew off smoke we blew off work to go smoke in the park. And we picked up wild babies, and you yelled out, "Bye, baby," as you dropped me off. And I thought how terribly vulnerable it was to walk with my heart in my hands. A garden doesn't come without dirt. What does it take to sustain a garden? Is it the sun's light that stretches my stems towards the sky as the rainfall? What is the price of falling for you? Is it painful? I've been trying to find a reason not to give in to my ego. To be honest, I'm the pettiest person I know. It's a trait I picked up on growing up in my home. I like how you handle me, though. I like to think I handle you like you're fragile and sensitive, with care, because you deserve all my attentiveness. And I'm so scared that you will change your mind. I'm scared I'll lose mine. I'm scared that I set my pride aside too soon, too open from the jump, because I recognize divinity reflected in you. There's always a snake in the garden, and mine hisses in my ears now, reminding me of ways I've been taken advantage of before. Reminding me how I swore to never let that shit happen again. Listen, I can get aggressive. I'm laid back, but I can lean forward quick. What doesn't Conrad say? You know, I'm submissive, but don't get it fucked up. Act like I'm chilling, get fucked, you know. Because it's a privilege to fuck with me. And I don't give that access to just anybody, but you know that. And you honor it. You accept what I give you with gratitude, however much of me I'm comfortable letting you partake. You receive it with grace and you do not ask for more. You don't push, you're not greedy. So when I'm finally ready to let you have me, all of me, when I pour myself out into your palms, press into your skin, when I fall deeper into your body, make your heart my home, I will not fear that you will lock me inside. I will not fear that I can never return to myself. Hide me in the middle of your neck. Hide me in the cracks between your lips. Hide me from myself. You hide me in my shadows. You hide me from my shadows. You keep me safe through my darkness. Till the night passes, and when the morning comes, you gently nudge me into the light. You guide me back into myself, through my home, away from home. I'm gonna need to sip of water in there for a second. This one's called Full Circle, or Earthbound. I'm always running in the in-between, chasing the line between sand and sea, sunlight and shadow. Never quite belonging to one more than the other, I am grounded. Earthbound and whole, much like the earth is round. God loves going in circles. She resides on the edge of darkness and light, and she calls me to it, beckoning me to the horizon where the sky stretches to meet the ground. Yet there is no falling off, because heaven and earth never part from their kiss. There is a love that is so boundless in form, like water, rearranging its molecules, and has called me to flow, to be fluid in form, to grab, hold, release. Everything which matters, I more than matter. I am more than matter, I am spirit, I am a spider, I am a spider in a spiderweb story. God is the spider in this story. And how beautiful are these patterns, always coming to meet me full circle. Skybound. The ridges of my ribs resemble the sky, with gills breaking open to gasp in a breath. I never thought the sky could ever be short of breath, short of anything. How divine is this humility that I can even look to the heavens and see myself reflected in all my shortcomings, in all my everythingness. The sky is my earth also. It grounds me to know I come from and carry cosmos, that this is what Jesus prayed for when he said, let it be done on earth as it is in heaven. Thich Nhat Hanh said, we bless the earth with each step we take, and the firmament too needs our touch. Someday your tenderness will reach it. I'm giving my diaphragm as much room to board courage as it does breath. I'm giving my belly as much womb to birth from my desire as is my birthright. To raise myself to such stature that God herself asked me my desire before writing my fate. Delusional or daring, I may be a fool among men, but going naked has won me favors with God. Waterbound. I arrived on water, leaking through every pore, seeking for something to hold me. I was messy and daring, audacious enough to lead, to bleed, and still breathe life. I arrived all water, leaking, and many times I found myself in containers I was made to assume the shape of. Was this what it took to be held? To become a shapeshifter, to be bottled, poured, spilled, drank, and spat out without leaving an aftertaste. Yet it is my mouth that's twisted with bitterness I can't seem to wash out. I hardened, I became cold and rigid, rearranged my molecules to form a fortress of solitude, for fear pierced my veins like ice. I despised being needy, and I hated when others need me. They always need me to be something I wasn't, to be a thing and I wasn't. I am blood, and I will no longer let my heart beat for something else, for someone else, or watch my life bleed out with inherited curses. I am storm, both sea and vessel, wrestling with flesh and bones until spirit gets the best of me. I met the mercy of God on a lake one morning, and it told me about the trees that tower over it and the fish engulfed in it, about how everything has a relationship, an intricately designed ecosystem webbed by need and survival. I've cried tears that could surely be measured by rivers, but the warmth of the morning sun thawed this grief in my heart. I thought, how vast must the ocean be? Thank you.
here.
Can I check the
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing too.
chair one, chair two set?
Starbucks.
No longer next to that?
Crazy
Yes.
boots are in condition, cowboy hat,
Yep.
glass
Yep.
suitcase, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We did it. No 5.
Okay, and then Sue, let me just. Okay, so we're here. Okay.
I'm just making sure when I come back home, when ready. This is when ready. I can do that.
Oh, at the end of, because the song's gonna end. Once the song ends, it's one.
No, I was looking at the end of my set, not the beginning.
I got lost. Okay.
Alright, it's almost done.
Okay.
So, I got this. Thank you. And then, yeah, I got this. I'm gonna turn it off, like, no. Okay. Here.
Are you pressing play now?
Not yet. I got it. Are you ready? Like,
That's, yeah. It'll weird.
do you need to go for a second first? Just hold up. Alright.
go. 3. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
you made up your mind. I'm medicated this time, 'cause I fight to stay way too many days. And I tried my feet through too many waves, bigger than I can swim. And then I start again. It's in California. Maybe I need to cross the border, away from my demons and disorders. No one can catch us if we're running forward. Maybe everyone here will call me crazy, and when you tell them it's the
I left to take care of myself. But you do not get to lie. You do not get to turn the thing that saved my life, that saved me from myself, my explanation for what's been wrong with me my entire life. You do not get to turn that into something for you to use.
Sometimes I think if I got lost and drowned out in the river, no one in this town would cry. They just breathe sighs of relief. These days I sure regret how much of me that I've given. I feel my patience running out. I hear the water singing me. Blackbird, what did you think you were running to out here in the wild? You sing a sad song, but no one feels for you. They think you do it for a smile. They'll send you flowers when you die. I can change course if I want to. Find a softer place to run to. I struggle all my life. I'm fucking tired of petty living. It is time to build a refuge. It is time to give us mine. Blackbird, what did you think you were running to out here in the wild? You sing a sad song, but no one feels for you. They think you do it for a smile. They'll send you flowers when you die. shit for you, baby. Everything you wanted is within your belly. I see you home like your dreams and now you're waiting. Everything you wanted is everything you needed. So don't come running back on the weekend. Everything you wanted is everything you needed. Don't come running back on the weekend. Everything you wanted is everything you needed. You got a smile and a style that could rule you all. Go ahead and push your converse forward, baby. Make it fun when the people start to shout. Make it worthwhile, baby. This is what you want, don't you? Back out of love. On the weekend, everything you want is everything you needed. Don't go running back. Everything you wanted is everything you needed. Everything you wanted is everything you needed. Everything you wanted is everything you needed. Tell me, baby, what you see. With your eyes, do you still feel me? When I'm off the line, do you still choose me? With actions and words, do you put me first? 'Cause I've been on an island of my own making. Traveling islands, I'm taking. Pictures change when you switch the tune. It's a new day, I switch the tune. 'Cause the ones that don't like you, all the ways that I ever told. I was down with golden rose. I'm a chosen freedom flow.
When I lose my mind, I know I'll find it. Tangled up in the craft's superstition. It'll be laboring over just the right incense. Trying to make the perfect cue. It'll be a 3-pound aspirin in the couch cushion. Trying to write words too honest to ever be true. But the best creating I'll ever do will be in the kitchen, making food to nourish you. And the best poem I ever write will be all the ways I found to say I love you. The grief rattle. I'm bigger now, and so are the stakes. It's not about bartering with time or tussling with fate. Celebrate more, and you'll have more to celebrate. 2 pennies to my name as this highly flammable mind I'm forced to vacate. Every logic is tainted. Every truth is fabricated. All I can think to do is create. Leave a coin at the corner. Crossing guards don't get me stuck. Keep a penny in my pocket so it turns to a buck. Spend all my what ifs and my odds. Write lines so I can connect my dots. Active revolution to know thyself. So I'm shaking couch cushions, hoping braver brain cells fall out. Keep getting tripped out by cruelty considered common sense. Keep listening, keep asking $3 questions. Flip them 2 cents. The beginning. I'm no fall risk, no vacancy you occupy. I'm fullness you affirm. Blush tinted floor length mirror. Bliss that ignorance could never. I'm talking about a love you can live in. Time to renegotiate. More seats at the table, more room for mistakes. Since I sewed these unruly hearts to my sleeve, been trying to keep them clean and safe. Been trying to make a home in vulnerability. So prepare the shirts, marinating in contempt. Grief remembers what shame forgets. The Frankenstein River. Something about writer's block. Someone left price tags on my gift. Now I know what it costs. Tried sneaking up on ideas so they don't get spooked. No luck, I'm destitute. Digging up the bank for spare change to pay these dues, instead of sitting at this current, watching what passes through. Character in fragments, dismembered traits, broken perceptions, muck and grime between my toes. Dug up all the parts for a personality, just needed to be composed. The collective. You'll find my mantle of identity adorned with cheap trophies. Toughness sitting pretty as a split lip. Work ethic, gold and shiny. Don't look too long. Expired desire and mildew on my mirror. Experiences not lived in enough. Present still stiff, and the love too tough. Severed this once from my hopes. Intentions serrated, no clean cuts. Just ruptures in my logic, like worth besides inherent. Simulated life that no one can live in. Today I wore my thick skin, my ego with the top button. Laundered it in grief's favorite detergent. Now my whole closet smells like clear liquor and embarrassment. The needle. No ego I've ever worn lasts long for me. Poor quality, mind aches in clarity, My heart yearns when it's not heavy, resewing from my seams, overused feelings stretched into fabric, twined overtold stories to strings. Always need new material to patch my drip. My identity, not durable, requires constant maintenance, running from a vacated nothing. My consciousness split into all these homes. Mundane neglect, distill supportive practices, drown decisions in disclaimers. Uncertainty is my new dialect. An avatar for my own anxiety, choice as currency. I'm broke down to the very basics of me. The voicemail. I tried to reach you, like that night I knew something was very wrong, because you always pick up when I call. Been rapping in lullabies and softening routines during days' harsh light. Been washing, drying, and shoving the dishes every night. Been salting bone broth before bed and humming melodies to trees. Still I can't get through. Too much static uncertainty on my pulse's private line. Call dropped and part of me relieved wholeheartedly. What if these 10-toed, grown-ass, big and bad truths incapacitate me? Humility required for listening, I think instead, and therefore, I am a hazard. Family on high interest layaway, everything I want I gave away. Cost, all that matters to me. I don't have values or desires no more, just needs. And I never met a tired, wasn't bone deep. Alone and vaguely lonely, I thought myself to sleep. Fell down a hole in my dreams. There the message was, waiting for me. The rosemary, Jared's in me. Walking with the homie, and he stops to smell some rosemary. Marks the location in his phone, like he found parking at the Tacoma Dome. He said, why shop for it when it grows naturally? So the next time I'm walking and I see a bushel of rosemary, send him an X to mark the spot where, because of him, I connected two disparate thoughts. Blue honey. My memories are still life's, and I'm trapped behind my own fourth wall. Memories set like red wine, so I'm scrubbing my stories with soapy hot water, so I'm elbow bracing, rubbing two experiences together. Grandma sitting at the breakfast table, Grandma hunched over thread and needle. I can't smell the tea she's drinking, or hear her hum the melody of rain on the window, but I know her meanings. She sewed them in me, her needle, her sigil. She knew I'm haunted by simple. You want something to grow? Put your hands in the dirt. Only thing worth a damn in this world is hard work. Want to stop coughing? Put Vicks on your feet. Want to quit dying? Keep what you love on repeat. And when you forget how you beat, return to your habits homegrown. Because I promise you, baby, every back will always need help. The turntable. My lungs have breathed breaths that don't belong to me. Like a broken record, time been beating, no flow. And my memories are tick, tick, ticking to be reaped before they're resung. In my family, we believe where the music lives is the heart of our home. And I'm trying to make my heart sing so loud it proves not only bad history repeats, no matter how much you scratch the groove. Somebody's baby, regardless how I'm spun. So call me by what can't be taken from me, by the dead who claim me, by my prayer for memory. Call me by the ones who love me. Call me Henry. It's intermission. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
The hardest parts are over.
yeah, totally. there are 2 introduction songs are over, so you're entering stage right.
Yeah, I'm entering stage right. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm just gonna start reading. So.
Okay.
Hey folks, we're almost there. I have a couple more poems to read to wrap up this series. That's a lot. It's more than a couple, but it's some hour-wise. Yeah, I'm just gonna get this time. The Grass, Susanna's Interlude. They said, where did this joint in my hand come from? Did you pass it to me? I don't know, man. I don't remember, but weed always seems to find its way to me when I'm offended. And I said, damn, I hope that right there, my legacy. I hope my homies saturated in generosity. I hope they never look long for something to laugh about. I hope the changing seasons and the moon phases don't let them live in self-doubt. Y'all gave me wholeness as a possibility. This is always my way of saying thank you. And I hope you always know I'm part of you, and you're part of me. The reunion. Here I am introducing 2 ends. Too many of mine never met. I'm reimagining their distance, sowing flexibility in my gaps like lacement. If you like it, I love it. And if you like it, I'll hit it. We smell a flower, and we thank the water took to grow. Anything can teach me about partnership. Trying to write in open work patterns, create moments we can live in together. Cause jagged edges can't join, and I'm just lessons, waiting to be circular. I'm just cycles, popping wheelies till they break. I'm just a tail side up love we tried to consecrate. The homie, spinning relentlessly, worrying incessantly, timed and beating without a consistent flow, pushing me without a pole into an expanded unknown. Matter not mapped yet, thoughts I haven't worn outside. And I can't breathe deep enough to pass time. Moments undigested become grief unprocessed, actions unregulated, identity unexamined. I don't want control, I want cadence. Overthinking jammed the instrument. Exact frequency irregular, impossible to find. Search party gave up looking. I'm not blocked, I'm lost in my own mind. The lines. You fighting for peace or for quiet, convenience or ease, asks or wishes, basic answers, true simplicity. Poetics tricky, like the ground is lava and I'm standing on my one-liners. They're thin. My tightrope and my concrete, I go splat daily on that sidewalk. Neighborhood trees tell me, live simply and without regard for tense. So I'm arranging, I will arrange these words to make more than one sense. A cell tower constructed in the gaps, what I feel, what I can express. I'm trying to repair the synchronicity signal, transcribe messages from my dead with clarity and love. This has been Henry. Now get out of my head. The eucalyptus, Uncle Mike's in. Like I usually do, I let the guests choose. The record, Leon Bridges, was his pick. I wiped the dusty LP with a paper towel, and he said nothing. A couple of days later, in my mailbox, a record cleaner kit. You know what you do. The dance. Stiff stepper, quick tripper, two left footer. I can't try and be at the same time. Write history proactively, like I'm doing the macabre backwards, like I'm stuck in downwards, belt loop fingers, take two back, one forward. Whether I write what I know or become what I pen, it's only tempo. I already know the steps. The balance. My spirit's tired of my ruminating. Burnt a hole in my wall from staring. My neighbors think it's from weed, and I do be smoking because the world's on fire. My friend told me morality is just trickery, kindling for the pyre. The art demands emotional clarity. Vision cloudy because everything's smoky. So I'll be an evil, one that prays to be necessary. Because I want all my choices, wrong ones too. I'll be a breathing, a balance of costs and values. I've come to pay my tab. When it leaves you for the morning light, check your pockets, bet it stole your excuses. Now you have to pay with your truths. The He King, Part 2. My home, where flowers go to die. They wilt, they lose their petals, they dry. But I never forget to water my names or give them sunlight. Names love me, so they gather. So many around me, they should call me everything. I've been my own miracle, my own permission, my own dark cloud and my own silver lining, an ancestor, earth side, my own descendants, my own guides. I see what's not visible and mourn possible. I mourn, so I'm sustainable. Mourn to be reborn. This grief is my baby rattle. The pen and the poet in the mirror, I see a dream. And I think the losses took to grow it. The spruce, Gloria's interlude. She says, sorry, but we have to feel this. Petting gentle needles, massaging our brains. She said, because of me, she's been talking to trees, and they talk to her back. And I said, if that's what my friends remember me for, I think I'll die happy. As we walk with freshly borrowed stems in our pockets, my friend's philosophizing wraps around me like a winter coat and makes my brain want to travel everywhere that creativity lives, even if it's cold. She said that memories and senses, they harbor time in some ways. Deep breath, lungs expand, and time stretches for us. Because she gets flexible with the homing, like she's been going to physics therapy. I know our two spirits walked in the same love and gratitude I feel for you now. Just a different time, and maybe a different route. The stepping. I missed simplicity after I gave up that fight. Sage smudged my memory, find that 6-count beat my best piece. I already did right. I walk into visions, up, side, and back streets, spinning and turning, space and time dance the evening. You may think time is the leader. That's just because they twirl seamlessly. No gaps to observe, no ends that don't meet. In fact, they make a perfect spiral, just like a needle on a spinning LP. I walk into visions, 8-count scores my dreams. I walk into visions, grief in my pocket, the reaper's currency. I walk into visions, hearts pounding 8th note triplets on my sleeve. Thank you most of all to y'all who chose to spend your Friday night with us, our community, and to my hearts right here, my homies. Thank y'all, seriously, for bearing with me, and can't wait to see what we do next. Good night, everyone.